Hello, how are you? I hope you're doing well. If you're not, I'm sending you love and light. If you're down and out, I get it. It's very difficult to try to remain not down and out. So anyway, I'm here for you. We're going to do Eat the Word, and we're actually going to use both decks, 1 and 2. 1 is full scriptures. 2 is just one line scriptures. However, it is also a playing card deck, minor arcana. Then we're going to wrap it up with that tarot deck overall to see what else we can bring out. And I've been needing to take a lot of deep breaths today. Does anybody else feel like that? I wonder. All right, Jehovah, what is it that you'd like to start with? Okay. So if you guys are new, also welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank you so much. I feel the love, and I'm so excited to grow with you. I'm so excited to continue growing with those of you that we have been growing together. And forgot what I was going to say because he's having me tune into this. Oh yeah. Okay. Thank you, Father. My gosh, you guys. It's kind of like this energy all of a sudden has just come in, and my brain just feels so tired. But you know, I'm okay. I'm fine. But it just feels like I'm having a really hard time keeping up with like what's going around me. But I'm trying to mentally keep it slow enough for me to feel safe. You know what I mean? So anyway, in my Eat the Word deck here, both of these decks have all of Psalm 119, which reflect back to all the Hebraic alphabet. However, by way of Gematria and tarot, it also reflects to the higher arcana. So I absolutely love it. I'm so passionate about it. And within my 9-10 months of this spiritual awakening, this is everything that I see. So I'm showing you, and I hope it helps you. So Jehovah, you wanted to do eat the one word first. Eat the one word. Eat the one word, huh? Eat the word 1 first. So let's see. Jehovah, what do you want? Okay. 311 there. I'm not even going to look at it. I don't want to look at it yet. I wonder if there's something that I can put over it, because I'm going to be led into temptation. There we go. There we go. See? Just work smarter, not harder. Set yourself up for success. Set the intention. No, I'm not going to look at it if something's covering it, right? But I have to know and be aware with what's being covered and what I feel safe about. That's funny. All right, Jehovah. To go with that 1, eat the word 1 here. Let's see, eat the word that you'd like to bring to the collective today, Jehovah. Let's eat the word 2. Okay. Thank you. Not finished yet. Oh my gosh, well that was just like a puke everywhere. Ooh, okay. Lord, do you want all of these? Okay, so I have 1 facing up, 5 facing down. The 1 up is what he wants. Okay. Thank you, Father. All right, because of that like emotional puke there. I'm just feeling like spiritually you're tired. You know, like You're so tired of thinking about it, but then you're so tired of feeling about it. You're sick and tired of being sick and tired. And so, sure, you know what to do, but how? How do you do it? 511. How do you do it? You know you can't do it alone. So how would you do it? Right? Yeah. Here's the deal. Do you feel like the whole world is against you sometimes? That nothing's ever worked out? And you feel like you're so alone. Everyone's against you. The world is now against you. Nothing is working out in your favor. And now you're stuck in this horrible negative mindset when really, honey, you've been alone this whole time. So why not have this positive mindset while you're alone? If you're going to be alone, do it alone. Okay. Yeah. You have that last time using this deck here. Thank you. Okay. Bottom of the deck there, he says. Wow. So we've got 4 for Eat the Word 2. Those will go by quick though. All right. So then you have that last card you want to bring out here. Outcome. I just heard outcome. 611. 611. So lover's decision. You're going to be able to make a decision. Have justice. Fair justice in both sides. Okay. Outcome for both sides. Both sides of what? Chicken butt. Outcome. All right, Jehovah. Eat the Word 1, Eat the Word 2, and now we are using the tarot deck to wrap it up, and then we're going to take a look at all the cards. All right, thank you, Lord. All right, so first things first, I'm going to get a sip. Just to keep my throat going. And let's check out this Eat the Word 1 deck. All right, our first scripture is Jeremiah 6:27-30, and I absolutely love this. I have made you a tester of metals, and my people the ore, that you may observe and test their ways. 7:11 right there, or 7:11, 7:22. What did I just see, Lord? 7:19. Thought it was 7:11. What did I read? That you may observe and test their ways. So we saw that 6:11, that lover's decision, be able to go from both sides, and then into that 7:11 when it was really 7:19. What's the difference between that? 7 to 8 within that ascension. Okay. Chariot. Six to 11, and then that chariot's coming in. Both sides here, so the back and the front. Lover's decision. 8:11 here. 8:11, walking away. Both sides there within that feminine energy. So 6 of Cups is like reaching out to me somehow. Both sides. Restoring both sides. Okay. Yeah, restoring fortunes. I mean, he wants to bring this balance in, is what he's trying to do, and that's why you're so spiritually tired. Like, how are you going to continue beating up the raw emotional punching bag? Like, you're at the gym, and I've used this analogy before. You're at the gym, and you see these big group of, people who like to box. And they're changing out their punching bags that are hanging from the ceiling, because there's one that's just ratty. It's got a final tear in it. It's just, why? When we have the money to upgrade this, why? 9/11, thank you, Yeshua. We got the money to upgrade this. It doesn't look attractive. How is it going to be stable and secure for me to punch it and take my anger out on it if it's already torn apart, if it looks broken? I'm not going to want to punch the broken thing. I'm going to want to punch something that's going to be sturdy and strong, right? Well, at least in my mindset and here how we're thinking through my spirit. So now this punching bag that's torn apart, the final sinews, the thread, the tendon, the joint that's keeping the flesh together is finally just busted apart at the seams. both sides of it. The inside of it is busted apart from that perception, and the outside of it is busted apart from that perception. So whatever is inside of a punching bag is now coming out. It is able to be seen. It's inside and outside. And the Lord's trying to tell you, sweetheart, that, you know, I want to show you the inside and the outside of you. I want to show you the good and the bad. I want to show you the feminine and the masculine and the good and the bad to both of those. I want to show you what it's like to be balanced. And when you return home to yourself and making this huge lover's decision isn't necessarily just about me and my ex or me and this girl I've been seeing and, you know, whatever. It's, am I making the right decision for me? Am I loving myself? Am I putting myself first? Am I able to write this check out of my bank account and pay for this without suffering in my account? Okay. So Jeremiah 27:30 out of verse 6. Chapter 6. I have made you a tester of metals, and my people the ore, that you may absorb and test their ways. They are all hardened rebels, going about to slander. They are bronze and iron. They all act corruptly. The bellows blow fiercely to burn away the lead with fire. But the refining goes on in vain. The wicked are not purged out. They are called rejected silver because the Lord has rejected them. 11:23 there. So I absolutely love this because I did a self-love Sunday, which eventually when my college classes can slow down because they're really intensive right now, I'm going to be getting back into the groove of self-love Sunday soups. And I would do a self-love Sunday soup reading with all my decks. And then I would take a message of sermon out of it. And then that night I would upload it. Well, there's one in the past that I've done that had Jeremiah 6:27-30 in it. And it was talking about the way that he mines us and he ores us, and he's going to pick us anyway. No matter how hard and stones we are, he still has a plan for us. He still has a destined shore for us to wash up on within this water 1211 that's manipulating us, our moon and our feminine side. And no matter which way we decide to go with the water or with the land, we're still being guided. We're still being controlled, right, in a sense. So now he's been testing you. I mean, I've made you a tester of metals. Well, sweetheart, metal is our chemical imbalances, our fire, air, earth, and water. It's all of our elements together. And these pentacles, right, are fours, are potentials. And he's made you this tester of metals to really see what you've been able to handle for a reason, in the sense of you're feeling this spiritual tiredness. You're feeling this spiritual debt all around you. You're feeling this spiritual debt within you. And you just feel like, I don't know which way to go. I am, you know, trying to be perfect here. I'm trying to be perfect there. I'm trying to do everything that I don't want to do, but yet I'm still doing it. And I still continue to fester all of this bullshit inside of me. 1313 was just there, this death and rebirth, which is also a root number of 4, which is this control. Oh, ego. I just heard ego. So that makes sense, because within this burning away the lead with fire, this is toxicity, and this is our wands, our one. So let's do this little Gematria tarot rundown that I've kind of established here. Is wands is our lies. It's the foundation of what we've been born into and the only thing that we know. It is also earth here and what Satan has been given authority over our flesh. However, he has not been given authority over our spirit, which has to be ascended and bloomed, descended back down, ascended back up, Jacob's ladder, and the blessings there. So now what's going on is you continue to keep yourself down and stuck in these wands, okay? There's no truth there to help you ascend within your swords, your truths, your twos, your new feminine energy to clear the air, release all the toxicity that he's even saying right here. But the refining goes on in vain. The wicked are not purged out. He sees just how toxic you are inside to yourself, making yourself sick, sweetheart, and you're allowing it to fester. And now you are rejected silver because he can't connect to you, and it's bouncing back. It's like two magnetics two magnets that are, you know, because you're a tester of his metals and you're off balance here. You're not able to ascend in the proper way. 1441 we just saw there, but that's still 5 and 5, that Hierophant energy. And when that Hierophant comes out, we have to have that balance in the spiritual marriage together on the inside and the outside here of our feminine and our masculine properties. So our feminine properties have positive and negative polarities, as do our masculine side. Now we have that blend of both of them together with those polarities of negative and positive. So you see where all of this can match and boom and reproduce within these three separate spectrums of, you know, faith, hope, and love, past, present, future, today, tomorrow, yesterday, you know. So another thing that I want to talk about with this really quick is there's a huge, of course, emotional imbalance here, but it's just like a very big anger problem I'm feeling. There's some times where you just feel like all of a sudden you're angry out of nowhere, and you're so angry that you're kind of just putting yourself in check, and you're like, whoa, I have no idea where that's coming from. You know, you're thinking about it in your internal monologue here, but then you're like, I need to go like take a smoke, or I need to go step outside, or I just need some alone time. I need a 5-minute break. Like, you're starting to have to keep yourself in check because this anger is starting to rise out. Well, the Lord's trying to test you here with those metals, those chemical imbalances. And here comes the wicked because it has not been purged out. So the Lord is really trying to restore your fortunes here within this, you know, lover's decision that we already have here. The Hierophant we already channeled. So it's kind of just giving you this opportunity to move forward in the right direction. And it's kind of still just an issue for you because you're not realizing that you're being spiritually tested. You feel like that whole world is against you, and that's why you're so spiritually tired. But what's going on is that your heart has been hardened, and you've been a rebel this whole time, and the Lord's just saying, I'm just going to bring you home myself. You didn't want to come home. You passed your curfew. I don't even care about that anymore. I just want you home safe and in my care, so I know that I can take care of you. Yeah, that's beautiful. Let's see what's on the backside there. Let's see, Hebrews 12:14. See, he's brewing you, exactly. 12 is that hanged man, to 13:13 that we saw again, and then that 14. So 17:11 there. Hanged man, death and rebirth, and then that temperance energy, that complete refiguration of your flesh to bounce up and ascend into those twos. Make every effort to live in peace with all men and to be holy. Without holiness, no one will see the Lord. Yes, I love this. You know, that peace will really come in when you clear the air. You will let it come out, because it's going to be like lifting that spiritual band-aid off. The volcano of bullshit, toxic drama is going to, you know, come out of you. That wicked's going to be purged out, and you're going to feel this new air because there's all this new space that needs to hold something, and it's going to hold peace and power of love and faith and hope and wisdom, knowledge, power, perception, everything that the Lord has to offer, because Satan is no longer offering you because the Lord took you and Jesus removed it. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so let's see what Eat the Word 2 is about here. 18:11 there. So we have a bit of a start here. Let's see what's going on. This full restoration of the heart. You're just so spiritually exhausted. He's trying to cure you, but you're fighting him so much because these unclean spirits, these negative toxic ions inside of you, are greater than the power of God and this power of positivity inside of you. Something he's been bringing up a lot lately in my readings is the days of Noah. In the days of Noah, Noah was directed to load more clean spirits onto the ark, the rainbow, the chakra, solar system here, because if there was a greater number of unclean spirits, they would overpower. So now think about if those unclean spirits had overpowered Noah's ark, would the flood had even happened? Like, things were destined for a reason, and all Noah did was be obedient and trusted God and knew that there was peace to come. 1911 was just there. So this cleansing flood within this emotional imbalance that makes you so reactive instead of responsive really needs to come in. 1 Corinthians 7:32, he would like you to be free from concern, and he doesn't want you to be in the stressies, or eating desserties all the time. He wants you to be able to be alone with yourself in a room and feel okay. And right now, I feel with how spiritually exhausted you are, that's almost just so hopeless for you because you're just nowhere to turn to. So now the Lord's saying, well, this spiritual test is now going in. You just need to go in. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to show you out a whole and then we'll talk about it. So those cards, look at that. You have 2 9s right off the bat. 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands, 2011. 9 of Wands. So there you go. There's that foundation that we talked about. Those lies, that manipulation that Satan is continuing to hold you down over and over and over because that's what he's been given authority over and that's what we've been taught. Our brain is a muscle that is controlled by him. And so it's been taught to lie to us, taught to have been lied to our spirit. And so now our spirit has to fight that and we have to rewire and retrain our brain going through recovery of our wounds into light, because what we've been taught is not healthy. What we've been taught, especially from generational traumas or our toxic parents, is not what we have to break. And we're not able to if the power of Satan is greater than the power of God. The power of Satan will not and cannot divide himself out. He can't and he will not, and that's why the power of God has to be given permission to do so. Now, before we read these scriptures here, these little secret messages I love, look at all of this pentacles, babe. Look at all of this potential that he has for you. 2111 pentacles here. So now let's talk about this. Our swords is our truths, our wands is our ones, our cups, our emotions, our temples, our kingdoms, our feelings, our hearts. There are 3s. Our water. So now that's that extra feminine energy. So now we have that one masculine, gonna reproduce and ascend up with those swords and that truth and that peace, and that's feminine energy. Now it's gonna come back over and ascend up to meet and reproduce, and then come back down to descend, and that's that feminine energy again with that cups. Where all that love is stored. There's no more potential energy more than that until it continue going back down within that descension to be able to bring it just back up in that healthy standpoint again within that ascension energy. So it's just going to continue to go like those waves that we've seen and known about with energy and sound, vice versa. So now when that happens, what's going to happen is those 4s, those pentacles are going to come in, and that's all of our elements, our fire, our air, our water, and now it's our earth. 22, that balance of controlling. It's calming, loving, caring, kind energy with yourself, because the best thing when you're taking this time to invest in yourself and your healing is that you have to be patient with yourself and you must be kind to yourself, because if not, you're just going to keep falling in those vicious cycles that Satan wants to get you in, because that's how he's going to get you back. He knows you're valuable. That's why he wants you. But the second, honey, you become stronger than that power, you will be set free. And it'll be beautiful, because look at, this is everything that the Lord has incoming for you. Right now, it's at a 5 of Pentacles because it's stalled. He can't get it to come in. However, you're breadcrumbing yourself because you're not choosing which direction to go within that big 6, that lover's decision that we saw right over here, right? So then once you do 2311 and things start to reflect and go back the opposite way in your favor, it's going to go to this 9 of Pentacles. You're going to see your worth. All of this new abundance is going to start coming in. You're going to start to see dreams come true in your 3D world. Oh, this is inheritance. This is money. This is value on the inside and the outside. And right now you're being stuck by a 9 of Wands. My goodness. All right. Well, 9 of Wands is going to come before all of this earth and this ascension here. So let's read this scripture first. Oh. Oh, Lord, I love your presence. I love it so much. Y'all, Genesis 9:13. I have set my rainbow in the clouds, and it will be a sign of the covenant for all generations to come. Genesis 9:13, this is Noah. and that already came out my spirit. He's telling you, I want to restore you and configure you completely. I need you to give me permission. And you think that you have all of this power holding over your emotions, but I can give you so much more power with grace and mercy and peace and prosperity. And that's your biggest message today, is peace and prosperity. All you have to do is just let go. Letting go is nothing weak. Letting go is nothing for anybody else. It's saying, I can't do it for them. I need to do this for me. I love this so much. The sign of the covenant for all these generations to come. Those of you that are generational cycle breakers and breaking the traumas of your toxic parents, living in that peace now is so much more worth it to me than it was trying to hold on to them, because they would never continue to help me grow. I wasn't allowing myself to grow, and I don't want that for you, sweetheart. And you're not allowing yourself to grow if you continue to set yourself stuck in that Nine of Wands. And oh my gosh, I talked about that rainbow in the days of Noah, and I can't believe he brought that out of all of these cards. Out of all of these cards. You can't tell me he's not here. Let me know if you feel him in the comments. All right, let's talk about 5, 6, and 9. 5 of Pentacles here is a Proverbs 12:17. A truthful witness gives honest testimony, but a false witness tells lies. Oh my gosh, and this is kind of against our 10 commandments too, you know, don't give false testimony against thy neighbor and whatnot. And a truthful witness gives honest testimony, but a false witness tells a lie. And that Nine of Wands was continuing to control you. It was taking over your whole heart, that toxic energy, which was stalling you from moving on. Let's see what these other 2 scriptures are. 26:11. Proverbs 3:3 now on this 6 of Pentacles, this equal give and take, but it's Proverbs 3:3. Oh my goodness, Lord. And we have Proverbs here too. Wow, Father. Wow. Let love and faithfulness never leave you, but bind them around your neck, write them on the tablet of your heart. And writing them on the tablet of your heart, that's kind of writing a commandment, right, on your temple, your kingdom walls, and letting your gates be protected and with love and faithfulness, and bind them around your neck, your crown here, the front, the face of your heart. And that's what's going to happen, is that you're going to have this new power over you of glory, and you're not willing to be able to let it come in right now. And I really feel like, but a false witness tells a lie, is that you're too busy trying to listen to the power of Satan because you don't know any better. Romans 7, the members of my body are doing something that I don't want it to do, yet I still allow it to continue, even though when I know my God is good, so now I've made him out to be a liar. A truthful witness gives honest testimony, but a false witness tells lie. I really feel like that's the relationship with you and your toxic energy. You're still allowing it to control you. But if you run yourself through with this equal balance of making sure that you are healthily giving yourself that equal give and take of self-love and taking care of yourself from the inside and the outside with love and faithfulness, put it around your heart, get a cross necklace, or get something that's can be something of power like mine, and keep it around your heart and keep that instilled in your faith every single day, so it continues to move on in the right direction within that honest testimony that he's trying to bring out of you. That's what's going on there. Let's see what 9 of Pentacles says. Oh, and I love this because it's Psalm 119. Shut up, Lord. I love this. 28:11. Psalm 119, he's bringing out the Vav. Oh my gosh, and back in tarot, this is the Hierophant, and we have the Hierophant. I mean, we already had that 5 there with that big 14 going from that temperance energy to that equal balance. Here's this temperance, which is Samek in Psalm 119, this electrical prop. So our chakra system, our electrical grid. So if you think about your iPhone, or just in general, if you need an update and you continue to ignore it, what's going to happen to the phone's electrical grid? It's going to short out. It's going to cause problems. You're going to have to reopen and restart your phone, and you're going to have to just let it cool off because it's going to overheat. But then once you do the update, and once you take care of it and treat it and give it that TLC, it's going to run just fine for you, right? Well, this is why you're spiritually exhausted, sweetheart, is you haven't been taking care of both sides of you here, and a whole necessary need of this big Hierophant energy. And the Lord's calling you back home through this blend of hey, your masculine side to your feminine side is trying to bring you peace, and you're sitting here fighting it because the power of Satan is so much greater in you. You're allowing it to be greater in you when all of this peace and prosperity is trying to come in for you, sweetheart. I will speak of your statutes before kings and will not be put to shame. I love this because within this Pentacles, this is that masculine energy backdooring that wands, that first masculine energy, to bind in and let that reproduction energy, feminine wise, of cups and swords, to bloom out within that truth and bloom out within that love, within that faithfulness, right, that he's already brought out here in Proverbs. So now we're going back to this, and before kings, well, our emperor energy, our Pentacles, our pre-emperor technically, that's 4 kings. King of Wands, Queen of Swords, King of Cups, King of Pentacles. That would have to match that reproducing energy of Cups and Swords, our Empress energy, 3011. Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. It's all there, honey. And that is why it is so important to be balanced, because of that big 5. 5 of us is also here within that 5th, where was it at? That commandment, though. Yeah. All right. So now that we have that, let's see the bottom of the deck. That's beautiful. I love that. And I really, really love that he brought that rainbow one out with that Genesis. That's beautiful. Look at that. Page of Wands. Yeah, so I really feel too that this old side of you, this really toxic childlike mind, keeps continuing to keep you in that 9 of Wands revolving door of wounded warrior. I can't get myself out of it, no matter how much I try, no matter how much I try to instill hope that I know something is better is coming. This is still greater than you. This is an 11 when this is a 9, 31, 11. This is still powering. This power of Satan is really overcoming you. And all you have to do is just sit there and say, no, I'm not going to allow it to happen anymore. I need to stop being so angry and letting my ego get in the way. And I need to let this spiritual ego death come on in. That's really already destined for me. John 6:20. 6 again with that Jeremiah 6. That's funny. In red, it is I. Don't be afraid. It is I. Do not be afraid. So it's almost like you're feeling this new intuition, these new spiritual gifts, these new thoughts, these new energy within your mind space here. However, you know it's not your energy. You're beginning to receive it as someone else's energy, and you're like, what is going on here? But don't be afraid. It is the most beautiful thing. And this is what's destined for you, is the more that you are in tune with yourself, restoring your heart, that 6 of Cups energy, returning back to yourself and able to come home within that 5, that Hierophant, you're going to see this beautiful blend within inside yourself that's never going to let yourself get back to what you were. It is I. Don't be afraid. 10 of Pentacles right there. Look, it's still going to come, and it's still going to overfloweth. Oh my goodness. Deuteronomy 7:10. I love this because I was thinking of Deuteronomy, because in those 10 commandments, Deuteronomy 5 has that false testimony, right? Well, then if you flash back and reflect it in the Bible to Exodus 20, which is the end of it all, that death and rebirth, which has already been brought out once before on the channel this week, you'll also get those 10 commandments. Yeah, that's funny. Okay, let's see now what these 2 cards are. You guys, is that really? That is not 6 of Cups and Hierophant. There is no way right now, Lord. Oh my gosh. Oh. He brought that Genesis out, y'all. 33. Good things are coming. And 33 is 6. 33 is 6. You're going to be able to give yourself that equal give and take, sweetheart. That equal give and take within peace and prosperity. There's that 6 of Cups that we were talking about. That big 6 overall. That lover's decision. You're going to be able to come home to yourself, honey. And I am encouraging you more than anything. Because look at this. Look at this right now, my love. Look at this. This right here is what the power of lies and Satan has to offer you. When this is the power of love. The power of God himself to come in and divide this out and take it away. He's going to bring this on in, remember, because he said that this was the outcome. And that Hierophant is there, and he's going to restore your fortunes, and he's going to be able to do that. And when he restores your big 5, it's going to have to root out to that 14 to backdoor that piece right there, and it's going to confirm it within that temperance energy, 14 being temperance. Okay, that is beautiful. Should we dare see what's on the bottom of the deck? Oh my gosh. That is beautiful. I love it. I absolutely love it. He amazes me every single time. It never not catches me off guard to where I can't believe it. Out of all these cards, and you know, this is what you have to look forward to, is this shock when you finally start to be in tune with yourself. All right, let's see here. 10 of Pentacles. I am still so in shock over those. Okay, you know, let's read that then, because we never read it and he's bringing it out again. So Deuteronomy 7:10, that those who hate him will repay to their face by destruction. He will not be slow to repay them to their face who hate them. So I really feel this spiritually exhaustion is because you're not understanding that the only person who's against yourself, sweetheart, is you. God is for you. Okay, look at that and tell me right now that God isn't for you. Because you watched me do all of that. You can't tell me that God's not for you. You can't tell me that God doesn't want to restore your cup and everything that has to come with it and then overflow it over and over and over, because he's brewing you in that holy water right in there, baby. My goodness. 10 of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. 3 of Pentacles, which I like this because right now within this cups and this emotional balancing that needs to take place, I mean, this is your overall outcome energy right there. You're going to be able to inspire that potential energy to make that decision, that lover's decision that we already saw. And that ascension for that 5, 6, 9, and 10 is going to have to come in by way of that 3. You're going to be able to mentally balance yourself within this emotional responsivity instead of reactivity now. And you're going to be able to work with yourself, and it's beautiful because you're finally going to understand your own brain, because you understand your spirit. Your spirit. Your spirit. King of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Yes, honey, that Emperor energy is really trying to come in for you right now. And you're fighting it so much, which is exactly what is this dominant, toxic Wands energy. If God's the beginning and the end, aren't we going to start in Wands and end in Wands as the same? So what's going to happen is that extra reproduction is going to cause so much more force, and it's going to reproduce it again, creating so much more potential energy. And that's why it stacks so quickly to where this power of light we will never see, just feel and be energetically responsive to it. Let's see what else is here. Yeah, Knight of Cups. I love that. That masculine energy is on his way within your Empress energy. You're really starting to come home to yourself. To have 6 of Cups, to make lover's decision and have babies with yourself over and over, of abundance and gratitude on the inside within your inner children, just energetic babies, you know what I mean? But once this happens for you, this 10 of Pentacles is going to come in twice now. You know, you're no longer going to be twice dead. You're going to be twice abundantly blessed. Oh, he's breaking out that for me there. What is it? What is it? He wants that card. 7 of Swords. Yeah, you're going to be able to clear the air. You're not going to have any more anxiety. So you're not going to be able to just feel like this pile of papers just flew up in your mind. You're going to be able to see these consequences and why it made you come to this far in your life. What's going to take you to continue moving in that right direction. And to bring in this equal give and take over and over. You're going to be able to have this vantage point too and see, if I do this, I'm not going to be very well. And if I do this, I'm not going to be very well. You're going to be able to understand that if you don't focus on your wellness, you're only going to be able to focus on your illness. And that's not Hierophant energy, honey. It's really not. All right, y'all. Last overall message here for our Eat the Word. And then I hope you have wonderful dreams or a wonderful day, just wonderful moments. Set your intentions. Ace of Wands, you have a whole new start. You have a whole new day to choose and to have this decision over and over of how you're going to respond on the inside. Am I going to be emotionally reacting, or am I going to take the time and I'm going to think about it, and I'm going to make sure that I'm not allowing myself to be brewed in that low wands? Or am I going to be able to take this mature level of thinking and love and calming energy and be able to emotionally respond with myself? So that way, when I'm able to come home to myself, I'm not taking any emotional baggage of that low toxicity. Yeah, that's beautiful. I'm also feeling like this new spiritual start is also trying to bring in a different new Knight of Cups for you. Someone who might want to return and apologize and offer you their heart back. And they're standing in the upright. Bottom of the deck, the Emperor. Oh my God. Oh my Lord, Father, I can't. Oh Lord. Oh Lord, I can't. Oh my gosh, you guys. I can't. Oh my gosh. 9 of Pentacles, shut up. Shut up. Which is the freaking Hierophant. Justice in the negative. So that 611 is coming back to my mind and giving yourself that equal give and take. As long as your masculine energy is controlling what you're really worthy over and all that you have to offer yourself, you're not going to let this true justice come in to restore your faith here, restore your whole temple. Queen of Swords. Yeah. You have to be able to stand in the truth within that feminine side and bring it all to the air to make room for more, right? Page of Swords. Yep. That inner children coming up to meet the queen and the king to say the truth. And 9 of Wands. Again. Oh, man. My gosh, Lord. My gosh, Lord. 9 of Wands here. That Genesis quote again, to mark the covenant, to mark the ark here. And then the Hermit, Jesus being reflected back. But Jesus needs to come in and clear all that Satan energy out. I mean, he's the transformer. He's the only one who can do it. God works around you, but Jesus works within you. And you know, my friend, I'm still having a hard time feeling a release here. And I don't like to leave these. And I'm really like, okay, Lord. So let's grab one more deck here. Let's grab one more deck here. My gosh, I cannot even believe that those cards came out. All right, Father. Last overall message. Warning. 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 Okay, Lord. Warning. But the way you don't see coming. Prophecy. Okay, Lord. Last overall messages here within a warning. Should we see what this is? 5 of Swords in the negative and a 4 of Swords in the positive. So warning about incoming communication. This negative 5 of Swords, like this 5 of Swords, she's just like the wicked queen of Israel, Jezebel energy for me, and immensely, especially if it's in the negative. That negative justice is going to continue to come in, sweetheart, when you allow that wicked queen inside of yourself to overrule your mental capacity, right? 43:11. And the Lord's already telling you, you're not going to be able to move on, and you're not going to be able to be John 5:6, would you like to get well? You're not going to be able to until you allow that overcoming energy to be transformed. Yeah, you need to be able to call a mental truce so your emotions can settle out. You have to be able to have this control over your brain. And right now, sweetheart, you just don't. But the good thing with 4s is that doors are closing, cycles are ending, and you're getting to this mental capacity where you're going to be able to have that control over your brain. And once again, that 6 of Pentacles is coming in. You're going to have that give and take equally to yourself, because you're learning. And wisdom, knowledge, power. Isn't learning something new what Jehovah wants for us? Let's see. The Emperor, you're fucking joking. Oh my God. The Emperor wants to call a mental truce, the Emperor here, this masculine energy. So this masculine energy, these properties, they're really trying to come in too, but there's just too much of that Satan energy in there still. These traumas, these burdens, these negative entities that are possibly within you because the wicked hadn't been purged out. 44:22, I just saw there. 8 and 4. 8 and 4. Wow. And we have 4 of swords here, 8 of swords within that interference and left side to right side. So I really feel like this feminine side is having a harder time letting go and not letting it be so interfered, which is where our emotions are. And this masculine side is like waiting to come in, head right up, to be able to balance it all. And that balance is right here. So this warning here is to make sure that you're allowing your mental game. It's like, okay, live moment to moment. Every time that you feel that negative mental energy come in, say, no, I need to stand strong in my Emperor energy, in my masculine side, and be able to control this feminine energy because I already know how sick it's making me. I know what I need to do to move forward. I know that I'm no longer working against myself. I'm working with myself. I am my own teammate, and God is for me. Because God is for me. My goodness, that Emperor card. What is that? Queen of Pentacles. Well, that Emperor card is going to come in when that Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles does, because that's both pre-Empress and pre-Emperor energy. And if that Queen of Pentacles is coming in, that Emperor is really calling that Empress home, and that's why that Justice needs to come in. There's a lot of truth that you need to accept with yourself, sweetheart. And once you do, it's like standing in the mirror and facing both sides of yourself, and that illusion will be ripped off. Isaiah 25:7. I was in my bathroom when that happened for me. I was looking in my bathroom mirror and everything was changing in my eyes, but nothing was changing in front of my view. And it was just so immensely crazy because I'd never felt something like it before. But then that next morning, I never loved myself more. And now it's just been so much better. 5 of Cups there, walk away from that broken heart, and that Queen, 3 of Swords in the negative. That broken heart really needs to be cleared out with this exception. Any broken heart that you've gotten from anyone who you've allowed. There's that Temperance energy, that overall electrical grid. All right, you'll have the last card here. Last card here. This overall... there's also physical ailments too. Your electrical grid is so over-shorted out and so shocked. There's rheumatoid arthritis here. There's fibromyalgia. There's tension headaches. There's TMJ. There's shoulder issues because of that tension. You're not sleeping properly. I mean, there's just so many things that you're not allowing yourself to continue to move on from because you're holding so much inside that it's even making your temples sick and your walls. And that's why those gates have to be re-cleared out and reconfigured within Jesus Christ. All right. Let's see. We're going to wrap this up. There's that Page of Swords energy once again, which we got there. That young childlike mind to just come and say the truth to yourself. And that's you, your inner children. And then this is that 9 of Pentacles. Shut up. My gosh. Okay, well, let's read that 9 of Pentacles again because that has been confirmed 3 times now. I will speak of your statutes before kings and will not be put to shame. That's the Vav, the Hierophant. So we've had the Hierophant 3 times, which that is so funny because about week and a half ago, I did a Twin Flame 555 reading and Hierophant continued to come out once again. So it's kind of backdooring that reading now. However, you will not be put to shame. You will no longer feel shame about yourself and grief and loss and not feeling good enough because you're going to see all that power within you. It's been here 3 times. The Lord's waiting to give it to you. So please let it come in for yourself. Last card. What is that? Page of Cups. Yeah, you're going to be able to come home and apologize to yourself and allow God to restore your heart within that cleansing flood. That rainbow is going to come in. You're going to feel that sense of direction. You're going to be able to move on out of those 9 of Wands because that Ace of Wands come in, right? You're going to have a whole new truth. Oh my gosh, I love this. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups, which is this Prince of Cups in the negative. Then we have that Page of Cups again, but in this Hebraic deck, this is masculine and this is feminine. So both inner children, both properties, both polarities, all polarities. This Hierophant energy is really going to be able to come in for you. And it's just right there, that Empress energy. That's amazing. And there's that Queen of Cups in the negative. Yep, that pre-Empress energy once again to really backdoor that Emperor. Ten of Cups, my goodness, I love it. Your cup's going to be able to overflow your temple. You're going to be able to love yourself. And then you're going to be able to offer yourself everything within that Nine of Pentacles. And the Lord's going to abundantly bless you. And the Lovers, oh my God. I can't.